What a way to say I am completely and utterly unthreatened by you. Oh man, that's just beautiful. It feels like a Yoshitaka Amano Final Fantasy logo. And their fighting style is very cool. It's very Meihuachuan. On the one hand here, we have Dongchan, which is action meditation, active meditation, moving meditation, doing something. On the other side, we have Budongchan, which is sitting or kind of quiet, motionless meditation, which is what the Warrior of Light is doing right here. Great choreography here, but also camera choreography, as we call it, kind of in the fight scene world here. Okay, this is obviously, you know, George Lucas. Huge Akira Kurosawa vibes, Yojimbo. It's giving me big Yojimbo vibes, kind of with the wind blowing. He's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to do it. That son of a bitch did it. This doesn't hype you up to play as a samurai in Final Fantasy XIV. Nothing will. I thought the camera cut. It's one shot, wrapping around in the space of 3 frames. I think the color is one of the most prominent things in this for me that stands out amongst the choreography, the camera moves, and everything else that goes on. Just very impressive all around. Hello, my name is Philip. I'm a filmmaker, and today we're going to be watching and reacting to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood cinematic trailer and analyzing the cinematic language. It's going to be an absolute blast. I've reacted to Endwalker. I've reacted to Shadowbringers. I've played FF14 on stream. There's been quite a saga of my FF14 experience here. And it's been really fun to share with you guys. So thank you so much for kind of pushing me in FF14 and recommending me. I'm still open to being pushed into it. If you missed the streams, there's been quite a saga here between me and the FF14 community. So feel free to, continue to push me in the right directions. If you've been enjoying my Final Fantasy cinematic reactions, both FF7 Remake, 14, etc., Pixel Remasters, please make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 10K subs here on my second YouTube channel. Come by Twitch, chat live. Everybody say hi to YouTube in the chat. If you want to become part of the conversation, and check out my main channel where we're just almost at 190K subscribers because that Shaolin video has been popping off, which I'm going to talk about as we react to this video. What is your job in Final Fantasy XIV? And what is something in FF14 that you think I'd really enjoy? Because I'm trying to get kind of convinced to get back into FF14. Level 50 Dragoon, level 45 Dragoon, level 50 Dragoon. So let me know what I should do to get back into it. Anyways, get this out of the way. All right, right off the back, looks really cool. I get Shaolin Temple vibes. As you guys know, I lived and trained as a warrior monk at the Shaolin Temple in China. A lot of architectural references here. It looks really cool. And the big statue, actually, I'm getting Wutai vibes from FF7 as well. Probably a reference to probably both, if you think about it here. Love what I see. Oh, that's cool. We get the Square Enix logo here, carved into stone. Love to see that. Oh, man. Really nice shot here. I love how they've shown kind of the grandiosity of that by just flying up the side of the mountain. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, huge reference here. It looks like a lot like Meihuachuan, which is one of the martial arts I trained at the Shaolin Temple. Big, long motions, long strikes, really accentuating the length of the body and no chamber for the punches. This is really cool right here because we have the contrast of 2 things. On the one end, we have 2 types of meditation, which if you watch my Shaolin Temple documentary, you will learn all about. On the one hand here, we have Dongchan, which is action meditation, active meditation, moving meditation, doing something. On the other side, we have Budongchan, which is sitting or kind of quiet, motionless meditation, which is what the Warrior of Light is doing right here, versus this character. I'm actually not familiar with her. I don't think I know her name, unless it's, what's her face? Minfilia? Was that her name? I don't think it's her, though. But it's kind of cool. It's definitely a reference to Shaolin in that way, I think, in the way we train at the temple. It's really cool. Yeah. Really nice to see. Anyways, let's continue on. It's kind of some fun facts there. Let's see. Now, the choreography... Oh, very nice setup here. Choreography tends to be really good in these videos. I'm sure I won't be disappointed here as well. Definite reference to Wutai there with the hand open. Let's see. Oh, very nice. So they're doing a couple techniques here that I love. They're combining like real-world choreography with this anime storyboarding feel, where there's like very crisp freezes of frames. Almost like a storyboard. Wow. That was awesome. Oh, he blocked that. Oh, man, to show the force of the punch like that, the ripples in the water, in the air, that is so well done. That is so well done, man. I love it already. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Like thunderclap. Great shots. Great music too. Yeah, very, very referential to some of the things. There's also a temple that me and Spencer explored in China, and one of my favorite parts of my trip, we went to this like Chinese permaculture center and went to one of the oldest Buddhist temples in existence in China, and it's getting big vibes like this. This is great too, because from an MMO standpoint, you want to show the areas you're going to be exploring. So great way to kind of like zoom out and show the entire thing. Great choreography here, but also camera choreography, as we call it, kind of in the fight scene world here. Look at this. Kind of, again, this almost manga-esque storyboarding, going back and forth, popping back and forth between these two angles. Good use of reverse over the shoulder, as we call it. As you'll see in this one kick here, he's on the right side of the screen, she's on the left. Now, in fighting and action scenes, you can actually break this rule of the rule of thirds and kind of like the 180 rule a little bit, because it's so fast and it has to be comprehensible. The audience is like has adrenaline and is able to keep up. But they've also done a couple cool tricks here. One of which is she has this beautiful red garb, which is just popping so much here. So great color use against this almost gray or white background. So if you see when they're jumping around and doing all these crazy things, she's so easy to follow. So this was an absolute stellar design choice from the team to be able to distinguish these characters differently. And they'll do this in a lot of fight scenes. You'll notice, like, think about The Matrix, for example. Iconic fight scenes, the villains in white, or the opposite, the villains in white, the good guys in black, and that'll be to keep it easy for your eye to follow, if that makes sense. Really nice shots. I mean, look at this. We've got this shot here where it wraps around to the silhouettes. Like, come on. I think it was the third hit. Pop. Look at that. The light like diffusing through them and stuff. It's just cool because the camera's moving each time. These shots are impossible to do in real life at this, speed, at, believable fighting speed. Cool thing is they're taking advantage of the technology and mixing it up, right? Why not? Oh, such great poses. On the finger, like, come on. Oh, man, that's just beautiful. I like this, too, because this feels like what, guys? What does this look like to you? It feels like a Yoshitaka Amano Final Fantasy logo, because you have like this blue kind of aura and this red aura trailing off of them. It reminds me of the Final Fantasy X logo, right? We have Yuna summoning, this blue and red, or magenta and cyan and everything. So again, just great color choices, and they stand out perfectly against this very gray background. Very cool. So clean. I agree, Shen. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, the music's great too. Almost feels like Wu-Tang music. This would be the map, I guess. Now, Stormblood comes, what does it go? Heavensward Stormblood? Is that the order? Somebody remind me? Oh, that's really nice, by the way. That is really cool. Using kind of like this 3D map. They actually did this in the Endwalker trailer too, which I love. Yeah, really nicely done. Of course, we had the prelude of Final Fantasy playing, because why not? Love that. Yeah, very reminiscent of the Endwalker trailer. So now we've gone underwater. Now, is this something that happens in FF14? Do you go underwater at this section? Okay, this is obviously, George Lucas, right? This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's Gungan City, a bubble, contained city underwater. That's awesome. Ooh, love that. Obviously very Chinese influence there. The strings. Thank you guys for the info in chat too. Oh, okay. This is really cool. So I like this because they've gone for a very distinct, I would say, again, like just because it reminds me of Shaolin Temple, I would say a more distinct Chinese style with that to a very Japanese style right here. Do you guys agree? Check it out. We got samurai running around with katana and stuff. This is awesome. Hey, what's up, Gongaga? Me? Oh, okay. I love this. Oh, man. Okay, I just want to say right off the bat, right here, I'm getting huge. Oh, huge Akira Kurosawa vibes, Yojimbo. You guys ever seen? Yes, you're probably thinking my nemesis from Final Fantasy X, Dark Yojimbo. Yes and no. It was obviously a reference to the Akira Kurosawa Yojimbo, but there's a lot of kind of these like empty, abandoned cities in this very Japanese style with like a lone samurai facing a bunch of opponents. It's giving me big Yojimbo vibes, kind of with the wind blowing and stuff. I love that. Oh, the choreography is so good. That sidestep into the hilt. What a way to say I am completely and utterly unthreatened by you. I, in fact, will not unsheath my weapon. I will just smack you with it casually. That's awesome. That's confidence right there. And then they're like, okay, we'll take out coward sticks. What is Indiana Jones? He's like, I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. He's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to do it. That son of a bitch did it. But who's I, the manslayer? Oh, my God. So if this doesn't hype you up to play as a samurai in Final Fantasy XIV, nothing will. Okay, that was actually awesome, though. That was really cool. So this is a city you can explore in 14, right? He looks like Orin. He really does look like Orin. That's a good catch. Thanks for the follows again, guys. Welcome, everybody. Rip tree. Yeah, he actually destroyed a tree there. Very irresponsible. Wow. That's a cool area. And is this one of those places where you can get housing? Oh, I recognize this song from the Endwalker trailer. That's awesome. So is this the Stormblood theme? Oh, who are these? Wait, I don't recognize these guys. That's not some of the scions. Wow, that was, that was very different. That was very different than the other trailers. 2017, damn, how time flies, right? That had a very different vibe, and I actually kind of like it. It's just like two distinct kind of like short films in each city, and it's like time has passed because, the Warrior of Light has different hair. He's got a different class or a different job. He's just chilling. Really, really cool vibe, though. I like it. It's a lot more slowed down, to be honest, than some of the other FF trailers. They're so crazy and like so intense. And I love to see it slow down a bit like that. Yeah, that's really well done. You can explore the city. Awesome. Take your character up to that building. Yeah. The Endwalker trailer music is the melody of all the expansions. That's so cool, Embrance. That's so cool. Yeah, what a great song. Yeah, very well done. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Yeah, just great cinematography there. If we go back to this shot, fantastic use of a wide-angle lens there to get that full effect. The same technique is used with Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Pause it again on that frame. Very, very nice use. I would say this is probably close to... It's hard to say because there's actually some really nice depth of field here and shallow depth of field in bokeh. I would say it's probably in like the... God, it's probably in like the 35 range, if I'm going to be honest. Because it's still fitting the entire sword. It has to be at least like a 35, maybe even wider than that. Could be as low as like a 25. But anyway, it's a great shot. And great lensing throughout the entire thing. Very aesthetic. It has that Akira Kurosawa feel, but obviously crazy, hyped up and insane adrenaline and energy and stuff you can't do with a real camera, which I love. I love to see it. But it's cool, again, just referencing different cultures. And just these little things like, oh, he smirks before he cuts. Like, he knows exactly what they're doing. It's just awesome, man. Cuts through a coward stick. That's what I want to see, man. Destroys them all with one strike. He even burned the thing down, dude. What a monster, dude. What a monster. Underwater City is cool. Oh, that's cool, Shin. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Yeah. Stormblood has great music. What's your favorite song? I enjoy how he sticks to the traditional method of sheathing. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So, yeah, I was just watching Baki. Anybody seen Baki? They were talking about EI quite a bit, actually. That's great. But, yeah, I mean, if I go back to the beginning, I can't say enough about the choreography. Just, again, the choreography itself. Aside from, like, the camera, which I talked about a lot. It's just freaking fantastic. Just, oh man, so many good shots. Like if we pause play through this like sequence that happens here, it's freaking beautiful, man. So we see him meditating. We see her rise up the back of him. Again, notice the choice to have that red dress. So smart. because look, easy to distinguish. And then we cut right to this. Look at that. Look at that edit. We cut right to where she was on the frame, like almost the exact same point on the frame. Boom. She's right over there in the same exact point. Rising. Does this awesome spinning move. Again, the red standing out against that white sky. Boom. And just comes. And if we go back, there's a great shot in between here. Hold on. I might have hit a spacebar there by mistake. There's this great shot in between. Yeah. Where it's actually FPS of her perspective. It's like, I got this. He's completely defenseless. Completely defenseless. And he comes over. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't even notice. It's so fast. This is one shot. I thought the camera cut. It's one shot. Wrapping around in the space of 3 frames. And it goes from an FPS view of her transitioning out of that perspective to this incredible shot. Like, that's just cool. That's just cool stuff right there. Baki is hilarious. Oh man, Baki is a trip. The Weird's Tale is best track. Awesome. I don't think I've heard that one. If anybody knows that, you'll have to drop that in the Discord, man. I love stuff like that. Cyan's theme. Dude, I can't wait for the Pixel Remasters Cyan's theme. Woo, baby, that is going to be amazing. What a great thing. I could talk about this all day, but just the color. I think the color is one of the most prominent things in this for me that stands out amongst the choreography, the camera moves, and everything else that goes on. Just very impressive all around. Yeah, great set. Again, definitely reminiscent of Wutai. And their fighting style is very cool. It's very Mei Huachuan. Oh man, did she hold on, I gotta see it. She flipped over the back of him, I think, right there. It's on Netflix. Hey, look at this. She actually does this cool move where she... Oh my goodness gracious! Arthur is gifting 10 subs to the community. Look at this. If we pause play, she's got the mommy milkers exposed, man, saying, hit me. I'm right here. Look at that. And then he's like, all right, fine. Goes for the mommy milkers, and she does this amazing kind of like, oh, that's so cool, man. This is why I keep mentioning kind of like Mei Huachuan or something. There's this very open, or maybe Tai Chi Chuan as well. There's this kind of like very circular movement to all this. It's freaking beautiful. And look how they have this red dress again with these kind of frills on it that move circularly. It's just beautiful, man. Yeah, the camera movement here is absolutely insane. Literally impossible to do this in real life unless you do something like The Matrix where you have, oh my God, she goes to strike him with the dress. Yeah, that's incredible. It's like a weapon. And he dodges. Oh man. And they show there's like a danger to that and a momentum to that. Man, that's awesome. Gongaga distraction kick. Exactly. She's got the Gongagas out, exposing. Oh my God. Arthur Minus, are you kidding? Has just gifted 25 more. Gotta love it. And you have this sort of like Jurassic Park T-Rex effect here with the ripple on the water surface. It's so cool from the punch. And everybody's kind of like, what the hell's going on up there? On the DeChow Rock or whatever it is. It's super clever because it's mixing what I could do with a real camera with filmmaking, which I do in my fight scenes, and it's also mixing this very storyboard freeze frame thing that is just awesome. It's just so cool, and you can't really do that in real life because they still have the clothes moving at a normal speed, right? But their bodies are freezing. Yoshi P rejuvenated Final Fantasy, not just 14. He gave a lot of what he did with 14 is he seems to have given a lot of like, oh, that was really cool. Very Shaolin right there. Shaolin. He seems to have given like a lot of faith to like the wider just perception of Final Fantasy, and you know that coupled with FF7 Remake just being a masterpiece has really excited people, I think. I just got notified somebody gave me a subscription for you. His name was Arthur. Yeah, he just gifted like 1,000 people subs, so you can thank him. He's in the chat here. Hell yeah, monkey. Welcome in. That's so cool. I mean, again, there's another example, right? This is like, you know, phantom camera, 1,000 frames per second business here, which they do for like those shark attack shows and stuff. That's what you're looking at for this shot. You know, super cool. And like, you know, to follow the shockwave out into the map and stuff. It's just very clever storyboarding and filmmaking. It's all well planned. It's not phoned in. Full marks. FF14 Stormblood. I love it. I can't wait to see more. And I'm looking forward to doing more Final Fantasy 14 ones. The tragic part is I actually did a reaction to Heaven's Word. Gone. Twitch deleted it. Doesn't exist anymore. It's not on the periodic table. Doesn't exist. So we'll have to do that again one day. I'm a follower, Philip, and SEAL Team. Heck yeah. Good to have you. Yeah, I recognize that name. You guys are awesome. But thank you for being here on the YouTube side, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Come over to Twitch. Join us live. Make sure to follow. And yeah, check out my main channel if you want to see what I was talking about with this training at the Shaolin Temple and my thoughts on this video. Check it out. I got a full documentary. We're celebrating 1 million views, actually 1.4 million views over on YouTube for that documentary. So make sure to check it out. One of my best works ever. You guys are the best. You guys are lovely. With that, we conclude our Final Fantasy 14 business. And we're going to get down to some pixel remasters.